Welcome back, Habsburg family. We are back on EU5, our Hapless Habsburgs run, where we are trying to form the Holy Roman Empire as Austria to make one centralized force in the middle of Europe. And things are going okay for us. We are taking chunks out of Hungary thanks to our little friend here, Swednica, that we were able to declare war on. And they have an alliance with Hungary, which is great. We've carved up part of Denmark, who made us mad. Teutonic Order as well. So we've got places all over that we're doing well. Milan is being a thorn in our sides. We are currently allied to Naples and Bohemia and Brandenburg. Strong ones. Poland is a force to be reckoned with. And of course, France is as well, as they carve up and chew up some of the Holy Roman Empire. But our influence is growing at a massive 0.44 a month, which is super exciting to see, because that means good things for us. And we have already instituted two policies that are benefiting the emperor, with the imperial registry already up all the way, as well as the imperial taxation law. So we're going to kick this thing off in this episode to see where things can take us. As we are going into the Reformation in full swing, 1517, which is when the Reformation actually started in real life. So we are kicking that off. We have to deal with all of those, and the imperial authority thing is becoming an issue, as we are going to have a lot of countries leaving, and we can't enforce any kind of religious unity in the process. But we are favored. We have enacted, I forgot which one that we did, another one. We have dynastic preference, but we need to try, or do we? Free elect. Yeah, we have the dynastic preference. We want to try to get the successor preference going as well. We need a lot more authority to get up to where we want. The land freed, we've been moving that along, so that has been having success. We don't need as much authority to continue that one. And we're going to see what we can do, and if we can get closer and closer to forming that, getting this would be huge, and actually expanding, trying to take some of the free cities. If we could move them from just being these, if we could move them over here, that would give us a boost in income. Not that we need it right now anyways. Legitimacy is doing well. We're assimilating some people, strengthening our government, integrating. Things are going well. There's several that we have to integrate, though. We can't marry her off. But, Barnabas, he's a talented one. Let's keep him and his family genes hopefully going well. Let's take the prestige. We're all about the prestige if we can. And we can actually invest in our culture a little bit to try to keep that with us. So our crown power is at 22.98%. I know that could get better and stronger, but I'm not really all that upset about where we're at the moment. And this is one that we're just never going to get because of their status being. So let's see what we can build to try to increase our income even more. Gunsmiths are going to be something it looks like will help bring in some income. And we have plenty of manpower, which is really good. And Horn has been released from foreign vassalage. Where are we looking at there? East Flanders as well. So they're breaking away from... that's an expensive artist. But we don't want to lose prestige. We got to keep that. And we have the money that we can do it. And Thuringia loses us imperial authority. But as long as we're gaining what we are, can't complain too much. So only ones that have ones that we don't have yet would be France, if we had to get that back. Let's take a look at... Can we even build any docks anywhere? We can. Let's get both of those. We do need to try to build a navy at some point. It would help. And we're going to look at building armories as well. This we definitely need. We're going to build all of those. Let's go check out, make sure our libraries are doing... I don't think we can build any there. Everybody's already got one. We've done a good job of getting that going. As far as trade goes, let's see. What's making us the most money? Not going to get us anything there. Praha, not going to get us. Okay. Where do they recommend we build? Catania. We'll build 3. Let them do that. Okay, we have all sorts of stuff going on. Priest in Vin is translated to the Bible into German. It started to distribute copies. We do not want to give the... We're just going to have to ban. Bible translations are banned. Ban them. Increases our assimilation speed over in Venice. Yeah, that treaty is irrelevant. But nothing's going to matter for us. We're not going to be going anywhere. That's definitely not something. Our focus is in Europe. As Bismarck said many years later in the 1800s, my map of Africa is in Europe. That's what we're worried about. We're not worried about the colonies elsewhere. We want to make our stamp on Europe and hopefully, keep an eye on the Ottomans. If they were to grow like they did in reality, that would be an issue. Okay. Metz has called us to war against France. We have to accept this because Bohemia, Brandenburg, Naples, they will come in with us. These levies aren't going to do a thing, unfortunately. We don't have the money to buy anybody else. We're mainly just doing this to see if we can maybe get lucky and stall France. It doesn't look like we're going to, though. They have too many men. We picked up some cultural tradition. Tentoset paid off for us. Except Hungary's gained opinion on us. Detailed map of Hungary known as the Tabula Hungaria. Regionally renowned. That's really cool. Got a fancy map of Hungary now. Okay, this is what we want to see. We need that number to continue to grow. Maybe we get over there and the small ones get us. Maybe they're able to pick up some mercenaries. So what is the war goal? Pays Messine. I think that is in... Where are we looking at? Right here, yeah. So we're going to move over there without our levies. Because again, the levies are just going to get destroyed. Rather save them for when we go against Hungary again, which we know we will. These are just huge levies. That's not. What is France sitting on? 23,000. They've got a few mercenaries as well. Shoo. Yep, they are a force to be reckoned with. How are we doing on 2.03 research progress? Okay. Yep, marry her off. Anything that gets us prestige and makes Hungary mad, we're okay with. Let me take a quick look at our research. The dry dock, all that would be fine. Construction center, maybe. Getting the maximum RGOs would be helpful. The Navy is just not our concern, really. Fort limits aren't an issue. Supply limits would be good to have. Hiring mercenaries and promoting, iron output, as well as copper. Efficiency of our cabinet would be nice, but it's not essential. Not at the moment anyways. We do need to get those urban rights would be good for us. Get the cost of court down. Yeah, I know we're having a lot. Crown power is going to be important. Cabinet seats are important, as well as paved roads. And all of these are going to be important for us to have as well. Speed of integration, something we would look for, as well as monthly prosperity. Get the building costs and the trade capacity all, improving relations. And then this is where we don't care as much about all of this. Some of these down here would definitely pay off for us, but it's not going to be what we're focusing on. Other than maybe getting the disease resistance and the maximum RGO size. Silver and lead, we have a lot of silver. Iron, copper, all that stuff would be important to have, as well as an arts academy. The rest, food production would be good. And rights to the burgers. All right. I like to set my research way ahead like that because it can always change. Do we want to monopolize trade? Promote integration process, always something nice. Let's promote integration. We have so many to integrate still. We will take in the Hungarians. Our culture cap is way too big at the moment. Are way too packed. We unfortunately don't have space. All right, what is the issue here? So we have the defender ticking bonus. They've lost. Oh, they've increased their numbers by even more. Mercenaries just really so much. We're not going to actually pick a fight with anybody. We can pick a fight with them, but wherever we go, they're just going to come hit us later. Brandenburg converted. No. Broke off their alliance with us. We'll just get it back. And then we'll convert them later. Unless we can now. Can we get them to convert? Apparently not. All right, we got printing press researched. We are not going to change that. The levies, if we take the levies in there, they're just going to get massacred. France is too strong. And if they took... No, they still haven't taken... So as long as they're not taking this, it could cause them trouble down the road. Let's march up here. Our imperial authority is getting hit all over. Still doing really well. And whenever we go back to peaceful, that'd be good. Except we don't want France to carve out anymore. They lost one there. Play like we did in Italy. Hit ones that we can when they're weak. Try to capture places that have been captured. Problem is France isn't weak. And it's a white piece. That I would consider a win. Very much so. We're going to reduce those. Let's pay the burgers. Is there anything that we want done? Let's promote individualist values. Outward, I don't think we need to do that one, though. Increased our integration, that's good. We got a ways to go on both of these. 1525, 1525. Okay, so we are going to continue to build. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to build the army as we can, because we need to get more of these forces. And actually, we have the early arquebusiers. We can put them over in Vienna. And we can't get over there because we're stuck over here, unfortunately. until another war breaks out. I'm sure there will be no rebellions anytime soon. But that's okay. We'll keep them over there, and we're going to work on expanding our trade in these different markets if we can, finding out what we need to get our pops to make them happy if there is anything, which it doesn't look like we're missing anything necessarily. But we're going to build what we can and see how we do with this. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, and we'll be back. And we're back in 1521 here because we just had the revolt break out against us. So that will help us get our army back across. We've got our allies all in on this one to help us squash what we're going for. I did decide that what we're going to also do here... Oh, they're moving all around us, aren't they? We are going to save up for the 60 to take a shot again at the voting to try to get ourselves the successor preference to further lock in our status if we can. And we need to get these guys, I'm hoping. Okay, we won that one. Good deal. We have 2 new units over here, one of Lancers and one of our Arquebusiers, so that will hopefully help us. I'm not too worried about this. They only 7,000 men. I just called in the allies to try to help stomp them out a little bit faster to get them to go away, because that's just more of the nuisance than anything at this point for us. We're not going to raise the levies. We have our allies instead. These were Lutheran zealots, if I remember correctly, that were going... Oh, Austria have won. Yay. Oh, 2,000 men. Let's go take that out. They cannot lay siege to Vienna. We will hunt them down. Successfully, too, I might add. We have one heck of a leader, but Philip is already there, and he's part of the crown, so that's more important for us anyways. Let's head over to Vels over there. We can gain stability or state satisfaction. We've already got a decent amount of stability. Let's do the satisfaction to help keep that up as far as research goes as much as possible, because as you saw, got one heck of a long research line here that I'd like to try to get through as many as possible before the new age opens up to us. Institution growth is going to be important as that as well. I don't think we've had anything from the Age of Reformation happen. Nothing has appeared yet, no. But when it does, we want to be able to adopt it as quickly as possible. All right, let's these stinking mountains in these very long winters. Okay, so the authority of the crown has been challenged, the Wiener Neustadt Blutgericht, by rebellious councillors who have sought from their own to form their own government, bypassing the will of the sovereign. The defiance has disrupted order, undermining authority. So then 1522, hey, there we go. Ferdinand I, following the death of Maximilian, the Austrian estates refused to recognize the old government installed by the late emperor, formed their own instead. Ferdinand ordered only the ringleaders to be punished, leading to the execution of both noble and commoner leaders. So we can gain 10 legitimacy, make the burghers really unhappy with us, or grant clemency, get everybody happier. You know what? We're going to take the legitimacy hit. We're going to go the ahistorical route on that one. Just because it's fitting of our guy who is also just a naive enthusiast and has loose lips. I mean, yeah, he's not going to do well anyways for us. Let's see. We could integrate somewhere else. Let's take some more cities. Unfortunately, there's not really too many cities to go after. So many small places when you get these. Oh, all the way up here as well. That's frustrating. Grabbing the cities is what we need to focus on. That'll help end it a little bit sooner. And we are getting close to our... Well, no, I think we're still a ways away. All right, let's arrange a royal marriage for Friedrich here. 5 army tradition. We'll come back to Maria von Habsburg. Nowhere really big. How about Hesse? 16-year-old gets us a decent amount of prestige as well. Maria von Habsburg can do a royal marriage. I think it would be fun to somehow infiltrate France. Let's do the heir here, the Palatinate instead. And then we will move on to some other cities. Maybe they'll just give up after we take enough of them before we have to go after the forts. Ours aren't really doing much to help take out everything. They're just kind of sitting around doing nothing. Let's take a look at the authority, 49.8. We are close. Oh, we've lost a little bit of authority. It's because not everybody's at peace. Okay. And more are hitting us. We're losing so much authority. Okay. I'm hoping once we get enough, they're just going to surrender so we don't have to go through all this mess. How far are we from Swedenica? Oh, that we just sent them on a goose chase. We are 1525, so we are almost there. Still allied with Hungary. That's what we want to see. And Hungary has fewer regulars than us. That's also what we want to see. The more we can chew up and gobble them up, the better. Until we eventually get our capacity up for cultures to where we can add them as an accepted culture. So it's gone down a little bit. But still, it's going to cost so much, and it's going to put us over the cap if we do. A burst of administrative thought. I think it went down just because we have a lot of them as rebels at the moment. What are we building here? A hospital. Good to see. Our estates are really busy. Getting gravel roads going as well. Oh, Belmont has called us into war. Oh no, Bohemia broke the alliance. No. Bohemia. We kind of need you. Wonder why they did it. Okay. Well, if we can stop Milan, we want to. Belmont's one of those. They can't stand up against Milan on their own. But we have to clean this up ourselves, too. What are the forces looking like? They have really, really good regulars. That's the only problem. Okay, we're close. We're going to try to keep this as long as we can. Until we're able to then declare war on Swedenica and hopefully get out of this war so we can get Naples and everybody. We need to get that. But we need Bohemia for sure to get into that war with us. Making money during war is always a good sign. Trade income. I know it was suggested of creating a market. We can't afford it at the moment. Oh, we have market attraction treaties. That's right. But our goal is to next time maybe grab a market here from Pest. make quite a bit of money, hopefully, from those areas. Got to continue to capture these cities. Hopefully we're having some success over this way. 216,000. They have them outnumbered, but lost 10,000 more. We'll get over there eventually. Naples should already be ready to go over there. Another granddaughter ready to marry. HRE Albert. Oh, that's not good. Massive battle. Couple big battles there that they took off, and now they're ahead by quite a bit. But it was a white piece. Another one just where the attack stopped. Fine by us. I mean, Belmont grabbed some land at one point, and so did Chiavenna. So they grabbed land for us. We're hoping, and they were able to add to the Holy Roman Empire. We're trying to add more land ourselves. Victory over the rebels. It's about time. Phew. And now we go back and see if we can get this alliance with Bohemia again. Yep, let's get it back. No ill will between us. Books output. Got cores back. 1525, 1531. That would be a lot better to have this one, I think. 1527, it's faster anyways. And we need to continue to build up our army. The manpower is looking good. We got 10,000 in reserve. Still not where we want to be. In a couple of years, we will be better off. We can marry a granddaughter off. Province. These last names, I know it's like up where they're from, but some of them get really goofy. Like, do we have any bizarre ones? We do not. I'm not going to worry about the rebels. Lots of people are missing employees. We've got a big population, though. Where are we at as far as, yeah, our... Ugh. We do not rank well. We are how far behind? 87 points behind Castile. So much stronger than us. They just got a bigger army and everything else. Where are we at as far as diplomacy goes with them? We're actually not that far. Let's try to improve our opinion. Maybe we can get something, get an alliance with them, which could possibly help us against France. I would imagine they would want to defeat France. All right. Just as I think we're getting close. 0.45, we gain an extra point. Somehow, a 0.01. Just as I think we're getting closer, we end up getting farther away. Let's check out our... Local councils are going to be important. Build one over there. And let's see what else we can build to help with the money. Jewelers guilds. That's right, because we've increased our jewelers output research-wise. Get a few of those, help with income, hopefully help with trade. And our next is going to be lumber output, which will hopefully help with construction of buildings. And everything else, nothing hugely groundbreaking until we get down to paved roads. Uncle died, and we are close to that. No, we got over a year still. So let's see. What are our estates doing? They're expanding farms. There's a toll castle going up. Not a big fan of that. Different guilds were expanding all over the place. I like the movement. The nobles are so insanely rich. Look at that. 254,000, 255,000. They should be building everything. But that's probably why we have so many missing employees, because they have been expanding. Them and the burgers both have been expanding and building so much. We just can't keep up. But I'd rather have that problem, because we are building, and jobs will be there whenever they want them. We are very close to also trying to do our next vote. So let's jump ahead about a year and a half to where we can hopefully do that vote and get ourselves ready for another war, hopefully against Hungary. We are ready finally in 1526 to do a couple of things that were next up on our goals. First, we are going to, oh, that's right, we got to have 75 to do that one. We could try to push through, I was looking at the free cities. See if that goes through, but we're going to make a lot of people mad, and I think we'd rather get the 75. But we can go with the Landtag, and we can choose something. Oh, man, we're just taking a beating on all of these. We're going to go with our nobles, and we are going to see if we can, again, take a chunk out of Hungary. Where is Swidnica? Our lovely friends. Ooh, nobility fortifications. Let's take that out. Not really sure about any of the others, but we do want to see who we can bring in. We can't bring Bohemia in. Can't. Oh yeah, we also now have alliances with Castile and England, which is why we're over our Diplo cap. But I want to have that because I want to try to limit France however we possibly can. So when France comes in attacking again, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to limit them if we have Castile and England and Naples and Bohemia, along with whoever they attack, and the rest of them. The only one else that we could get is Milan. Milan would play a big role in it, but we are rivals of them. So I don't see that happening at all. As long as we are rivals, that's not going to be a thing for us. Could demand unlawful territory. Oh, they grabbed. That's a shame. They're not going to accept if we try that. We can enforce the land freed on Lüneburg. We're going to do that. No fighting. Because we're about to go to war with one of our own subjects, which is not going to help things. And while we wait for that to build up, let's build ourselves an Imperial Armory. We'll build one in Brussels. Good riddance to the heretics indeed. Or do we go more humanist and lose a little bit from the clergy? We were so far spiritualists. Which really hurts assimilation. Now let's get rid of the Lutherans. Just need that of the 5 estates are doing their thing. We are saving up to recruit some more regulars, and now that we have it, we can do just that before going to war. Paper workshops are going to help. We'll be able to upgrade those. Hopefully, some of that will happen from our states who are so wealthiest. The nobles won't. That's not their thing. But it would be nice. More imperial authority getting hit. We're at 62.8. Could further empower the land freed. Free cities, making them cities of the empire. But again, I want to take a shot at the successor preference to really lock in the votes for everybody. When we look at the members and we look at the voting power, all the major votes are really happy with us. So I'm not too worried about that. Gain 5 support in the land tag. Woohoo! There's our diplo cap way over. Hopefully that'll cool down a little bit. We're just taking the penalties until then. And now we have enough to hopefully get ourselves and now we can get Bohemia in there. We cannot get Castile. They're not going to do it anyways. Their border's too far. And then they're in debt. England wouldn't help us anyways. Okay, let's get ourselves... I always like to go out just to make sure. Nothing changed. Parliament approved. Let's get Bohemia, Brandenburg, and Naples. These are all ones that we're not worried too much about. We want Hungary to come in. And we are at war with Hungary again. This is a nice little workaround. It's doing its thing for us. We will raise up several of the... That's all we're going to do for the levies. So Hungary is sitting with just 4,600. Beautiful. Their tax base is down to 492. Ours is at 526. They're still, their tax base is so much better than ours. Ridiculous. But we're going to hopefully take some more out of it. And we are going to put our best of the best there. Philip von Eckernford. Let him lead. We want our best out there. I'm sure there's going to be some mercenaries. Oh, there. England has called us to join in their war against France. Oh, England. You weren't supposed to do that. You were supposed to help us. England and Holland. If we go to war, we can't do that. We just can't. They're going to hate us. Let's take it to them. To Hungary. And let's hope Swednica, somebody stops by. Alright, it's all levies. They're luring me in, I feel like. Hungary have lost a lot more men than us. Well done. Let's move back here. Regroup a little bit. Yep, the alliance has been broken. Well, that helps us with their diplomatic capacity. Oh, what did they come at us with here? They've got 3 regulars and the rest are matchlock levy. What do we have? Matchlock levy 2 I don't know if we're going to win this one or not. We are on our home soil. They had a little less organization already. Good numbers for us. We win this one. This will be a big victory. Really shape things. And we did. 7 war score we gained. This is what we want. We want to grab Pest. That's one of the big money makers. We can grab more, apparently. And more? Wow. We're going to try to grab all of that. And these two down here. That's our goal. That's what's going to hold us up, though. Swidnica has these stinking mercenaries. A lot of them as well. We already took Pest. Well done. So they're there for 2 years. Oh, we've got the fort. That's right. So we have the fort that was protecting it. So maybe we don't get too greedy, but I think we can. They're going to get worn down. Bohemia has the troops if they would go after them. Here they come. They're all levies, though. They're not going to win that, but they're weakening them. Send some more up there to do the same. What do they have here? That's that force that we beat. Move back to Pest. Try to take it. But until we get that, it's again, that's the key. Oh, that was another victory. Crushing the Hungarian army. Well done, Bohemia. Well done. Oh, we got a 50% war score. Are we able to get what we want? Not quite. Very close. What is this over here? Mason is in there. Interesting. We're not seeking to take anything from our own people. We do want this, though. Is that enough? Nope. We're going to continue to march through Hungary and take land. Of course, it's not going to matter until... Oh, they are much weaker now. That means it's time to head up that way instead. Stop by Pest on the way. There they are. There's their army. Army is in pretty good shape. That's going to crush the Hungarian army again. And we've got everything we could want. We could take a little bit more if we want to get greedy. The only people that are going to be mad at us, it's Hungary again. So why not take everything we can to expand, take another city there. That looks like a good one. So let's do that. Another big win, carving out a big chunk of Hungary. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's disband our levies. Head back to Vienna. And again, the only problem is there are now more percentage of Hungarians than Danube Bavarians. Oh boy. We got to get to work assimilating some of those. We have taken a ton of Hungary. I don't know why they keep that alliance there, but I am so glad they are. How's England doing in their war with France? Losing it. No surprise. Cultural influence, that's a good thing for us. Venice wants an alliance. That's intriguing. They are not part of the Holy Roman Empire. It would keep Milan from expanding, so we're going to do it. I think that's a smart move. We need to expand this army as best we can. We have an old sibling, our daughter, who needs to be married. Got Lutheran zealots again on getting ready to go. Trying to integrate. We're almost got another one integrated. There's so much we can do. Let's check our imperial authority. We know it took a hit when we were going, and not everybody is at war. Or not everybody is at peace. All right, let's get to work integrating something else. Oh, there's so many. So many, but these are the ones we really need to get. These right here. That's where all the money's going to be. Buddha is going to be our next one. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be the one that's going to be worth it the most. Strengthening the government. That is definitely going to be needed as well for us. That's pretty tough. Getting an extra cabinet seat would help us out. What is next on the agenda? Of what do we have down to 36 because I added a couple others. Printer shop is up next. RGOs. How's our research going? 2.02. A little down. Expanding mining costs, that will be, and iron output would be very helpful for us. Let's do that. Let's get the prestige. Oh, he's pretty good. And we will marry off. Food production goes up for Karl von Habsburg. Something else we like to see. Okay. Take those in with them. So assimilating is going to be key. We're going to have to assimilate to get those over ours. Venice. It's down in this area that we're assimilating. Danube Bavarians, it's taken a while. Oh, we've got quite a few in Seneda. Up to 37% here. We get any of those to be a core, it's a win. Who's going to give us our money? Let's do Naples. They're not part of the Holy Roman Empire. And we are looking at 65.97. What is it that we are trying to get to? 75. Okay, so before we end this episode, we're going to try to get that vote through. So let's jump ahead until we get that authority. Well, in our quest to wait for the Imperial Authority, DeCentis is calling us to help them in their war against Milan and Gazaria. So we will accept, and Bohemia again backs out. But we have Castile in this one. We'll see if they're going to be something to help tip the scale. We did have some Falconets, and we've got another Lancer regiment as well coming to us. So maybe we'll have a little bit more that we can do and at least get a white peace going. We don't want them to take anything. But again, they are just very, very well trained. They're strong. We're losing imperial authority there. But we're still getting 0.43. Our ruler's wife. Who can we marry? No one that looks like it's going to be of any benefit. Let's get the prestige. How old are we? 64. All right, let's move our 9,000 men down here. See if we can cause a little bit of trouble without getting ourselves in too much of a risk. The goal is to mobilize these forces and get them over there. Easier said than done. Is our alliance with Venice broken? It did. Ugh. Let's move a little bit closer. So there's the bulk. They get their mercenaries with them. So they have 56,000 regulars. They have lots of mercenaries as well. Milan is ridiculously strong. So our goal, I don't even know what our goal is going to be. Let's move here. Do we have an advantage? We do have the advantage over the fort. Oh, they're moving towards us. So that means we're going to leave. We're going to run far away. Because we're not picking a fight with any of them. But if that can get Naples to go after them. Oh, they're expected to lose that one. But they get more men in and now they're expected to win. Nope. That is a win. We're going to say we helped confuse them. And that was us helping out with that. But lost 16,000 more men. Calvinism has appeared. Strict predestination. So some of these have been busy going after other places. Maybe we can get a white piece out of this. I highly doubt it. We're going to try to take something. We're going to go back, even though they're going to take it right back. It's just the point that we can do it. All right, let's check back in on the Imperial Authority. That's what we're waiting on anyways. It's almost there. Yep, here come all these mercenaries. Which if we could outlast them in all the mercenaries that they have, that would change things a lot. But we lost already. They were able to win and fortunately take some land away from us. Their tax base is huge. We are so poor compared to these other countries. 552. There's so much work to do. And we've lost a little bit. We're losing land to Milan now. We don't have the strength. They are so wealthy. We just can't stop that. I will have built some more roads. And I have built some... Oh, it seems to... just as I reduced everything. Austrian revolt. Let's get our allies back out here. Let's go put it. Don't worry about any of these. They're not going to be enough. Again, more of a nuisance than anything, but this will hold us over. This is what we want, and we want to see if that vote can go through. And then after we see that, we'll wrap this up, and we'll come back and finish this up at the beginning of the next episode, if needed. But again, we're losing authority. So frustrating. And now these guys think they're going to do something up here. Let's check out our authority again. We have enough to get a vote going. Successor preference is what we want. Let's see if that happens. Oh, we've got a lot of votes early. That's good news. We might be able to get that through. Oh, nope, it's going the other way now. Neck and neck. We weren't able to get mines on board. Trier is a big one. And Cologne and Bohemia. If we can get all those in Saxony, those are the ones that we want to see go there. Brandenburg and the Rhine have gone the other way. We're getting quite a few, though. I don't think we actually finished integrating that. We'll go after pests, though. That's where we're going to get more money anyways. Venice assimilation is not working out for us. So let's go and let's assimilate some of the Hungarians. Because that's who we want to eventually add to our accepted culture anyways. That's going to pay the most dividends for us. Let's see what we have in the Landtag. Expanding the gravel road network. And it gets us towards centralization. Let's start with that. We need to get some more support to be able to pull this off. One free village. I feel harsh if we're doing that. We might end up doing it anyways to get it, but we're going to hold off and wait a little bit because we might get stuff like that to get some support in the Landtag instead. It looks like we might actually get... We're going to get our preference voting through possibly. So close. Expanding mines. I didn't even realize we picked up more silver down here. Unfortunately, we've got to figure out how to get that connection up here to Vienna. That's just going to take some time. There's no cities down here. That's unfortunate. Oh, Metz has called us to war. Oh, we've got to do it. You guys go fight France. We'll clean this up. I wish Bohemia were with us. We could bolster the Imperial Army and try it that way, but I don't know that we have enough money in the Imperial reserves to call them in. We do not. 11,000 to be able to call them in. That's a lot. All right, now we're expanding some iron down here as well. All resources we're going to need. We're going to put the air in charge there. Did not get the gravel network through. This is one maybe... the numbers just aren't there. They need to hire a lot of mercenaries. Oh, all of Denmark's... Ugh. Okay, what about Savoy? Savoy doesn't have anything going for us. We're just going to kind of ignore that. Man, Milan is a beast with all that money. France, they just dwarf everybody else. And then you have, I mean, ours is so piddly, our tax base. But we are consolidating the Holy Roman Empire under us, which is going to help more and more. And we have got successor preference. So now the next up is we need 75 to try to put through the Erbkaisertum, where it locks in and there is no more elected monarchy and we just have full hereditary monarchy. And as long as we have sons, we'll be okay. Everybody loves us still. But that one I think we'll wait on. And what we're going to go for next is maybe the free cities. We got to get the land freed up. We've got 3 policies that benefit the emperor at the moment. So we're moving moving along, getting things done. Actually, who's that 26-year-old? This guy, 27. Get that talented guy a wife. How are we looking at in France? That one's not looking good. We know what's going to happen with that. We're going to work on this too. But this is where we're going to wrap this episode up. When we come back, we'll be picking back up where we'll see how this war plays out. Finish off putting up this Austrian revolt, hopefully without too much more of a hassle. And then continuing to grow and see if we can build our army up and continue to chop away at Hungary even more. And hopefully develop some more cultural capacity to get the Hungarians on our side. Maybe create a market as well if we can get the money. But right now we're making money just fine, and we'll just see what it has in store. But the road to the Holy Roman Empire consolidating is looking very good for us at the moment. And hopefully that continues to do so because that authority is really pulling in. But I'm worried that France and Milan are going to chew up some of our authority by taking all this land. We need to figure out how to get some of it back. But tune in next time to find out how we do on that and how the Reformation plays out as well. And until that next time, take care. And as always, have yourselves an amazing day and go out there and help somebody else have one as well.